We're going to begin with a thread the needle. So inhale from table, raise your right arm to the ceiling, and then palm up. Right hand goes underneath your left armpit, and then lean into your shoulder. You can take your left hand and you can wrap it around your waist, or you can just place it in front of your face. And just take a couple breaths here before we begin moving. If you would like an additional side stretch, you can take that left hand and reach it towards the right corner of your mat. And just lean into that shoulder. And tune into your body, tune into your breath. One more big inhale. And exhale. And then on your next exhale, plant your hand in front of your face and inhale your right hand back up to the ceiling, looking at your hand. And then exhale, plant your hand back into table. Shoulders and wrists are in alignment, knees and hips are in alignment. Inhale your left hand up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, palm up, thread your left hand underneath your right armpit. And then if you did so on the left side, you can take your right hand and walk it over to the left corner of your mat to open up that right side body. And again, just relax into your mat. Notice how you're feeling. And just take some deep inhales and some long exhales. On your next exhale, plant your right hand and inhale your left hand back up to the ceiling. And then exhale, plant, coming back into table. Let's stretch our wrists before we begin moving and putting weight into our wrists and our hands and our shoulders. So turn your fingers back towards your knees and then extend your arms straight, maybe leaning back towards your feet. Maybe shifting from shoulder to shoulder or hip to hip, whatever feels good here. We're just warming up our body, and we're going to start with our wrists. Then flip your hands so that they're palms up, fingers still facing back towards your knees. And be careful how much weight you put in here. If you've been watching my videos, you notice that we do this anytime I start a class, and that's because it helps my wrists before I begin to move and put weight into my wrists. And it feels to me like it prevents that zinger that you can get in your wrists when you're on your hands a lot. Okay, so let's flatten out our table and come into plank pose. So shoulders and wrists align. Push up through your back. Bring your feet together and squeeze the entire lower part of your body together tight and pull your belly button to your spine. Look down at your mat and just take a couple deep breaths here in plank pose. Just firing up some body parts here. This is going to be a little bit of a different flow for us. And not that I planned it that way, but now that I'm going back and dubbing it after I did it, it's definitely a different flow. So in your next exhale, come back into down dog. Pedal out your legs, bending one knee, pushing the other ankle and foot into the mat, straightening your legs. Again, belly button to spine, pull those shoulders down your back. Hands are at a 45, gripping the mat, fingers are wide. And then let's inhale, coming back into plank one more time. Breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Pulling that belly up and in, engaging that whole body here in plank. On your next exhale, come back into down dog. And then inhale, walk your hands into your feet, and then forward fold, Uttanasana. Then inhale, halfway up, flat back. Gaze out in front of you, and then exhale, fold it on in. Gazing back towards the back of the room. Legs can be straight or have a little bend in the knee. On your next inhale, bend your knees, curl and roll on up, extending your arms to the ceiling, gazing up at the ceiling. And then exhale, come into Tadasana at the back of your mat. Inhale, raise your arms to the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, fold on in, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk yourself out to high plank. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then on your exhale, come back into your chaturanga. And then inhale, push up to high plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Plant your left hand in front of your right foot. Inhale, your right arm up. Take a twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, take a twist left. Right hand plants in front of left foot. Exhale, fold center. Inhale, roll on up. Gaze up. Exhale, fold right back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk it on out, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to your chaturanga. Inhale, push up to high plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, take your twist, right arm raises. Exhale, fold center, hands to the ground. Inhale, left arm raises. Exhale, fold center. Inhale, roll it on up, gaze up. Exhale, fold it on in, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, walk it on out, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the ceiling. Exhale, take your right knee and bring it to your right elbow, and then cross it over to your left elbow, and then inhale it back up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back over to your left elbow, coming into fallen star, but then just coming right down to seated in a wide-legged fold. Inhale your arms up to the ceiling in the center, and exhale, fold on in. Wide-legged fold. Inhale, come on up and walk your hands over to surround your left leg, and then inhale, lift your left leg up. We'll take 5 pulses here. So inhale it up and exhale it down 5 times. And then plant your hands towards the front of your mat, and then inhale that right foot back up in your 3-legged dog. Exhale, set it down, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow, then cross it over to your right elbow, then inhale it back up to the ceiling. Exhale, cross it back under to your right elbow, then kick it out, and then sit it down. Inhale, raise both arms center, and exhale, fold on in. Wide-legged fold. Inhale, come on up and walk your hands to surround your right leg, and then 5 pulses with your right leg. Inhale it up and down 5 times. Raise and lower, raise and lower. And then set it down, plant your hands back at the front of the mat, and then inhale that left leg back up in your 3-legged dog, and then exhale, put it down. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet, fold it on in. Inhale, take your twist right. Exhale, fold on in center. Inhale, take your twist left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it on up to standing, arms to the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, fold it on in, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk it on out, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to your Chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Cross it over to your left. Inhale it back up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right knee over to your left elbow and then kick it out. Raise your left hand and sit it down. Inhale and exhale, fold on in. Back into that wide-legged fold. Inhale, walk your hands, surround your left leg, and then raise your left leg. 5 pulses. 4 and 5. Drop it down, plant your hands. Inhale that right foot back up to the ceiling in your 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, cross it back over to the right elbow. Kick it out. Inhale that right arm up. Then exhale, sit down in your wide-legged fold. Inhale, arms up center. Exhale, fold on in. Wide-legged fold. Engage your legs here. Pull in your belly and engage your abdominals. Surround your right leg with your hands and then 5 leg lifts. Inhaling up, exhaling down. 5 pulses with your right leg. Plant your hands at the front of the mat. Inhale that left leg back up. And then exhale back into down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take your twist right. Right hand goes to the ceiling. Exhale, fold center. Inhale, twist left. Left arm up to the ceiling. Gaze follows. Exhale, fold center. Inhale, roll it on up. Arms to the ceiling. Exhale, fold it on in. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk out to your high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to your Chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Plant your foot in the center. Drop your left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Left leg is straight, right knee is bent. Inhale your arms up and exhale them into Warrior 2 arms. Inhale, bring your hands behind your ears and exhale, squeeze your right elbow to your right knee. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale up, pull in that belly and squeeze your glutes. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale up, raise your arms to the ceiling. Exhale, come back into your Warrior 2. Hold Warrior 2. Sink into that right leg. Knee is over your ankle. Pushing into the outside of that left foot. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Straighten that right leg, flex your foot. Inhale, walk your hands forward, surround your right foot, step your right foot back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Pull it on in. Plant your left foot. 90-degree bend in that left leg. Right leg is straight. Foot parallel to the back of the mat. Arms up. And then exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, arms behind your ears. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze your elbow to your knee. Inhale up. Squeeze those abdominals. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale up. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale, come up. Raise your arms to the ceiling, look up, exhale, warrior two arms, gazing off that middle finger of your left hand. Belly button to spine here. Deep into that left leg. And then exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Flex that left foot. Inhale, walk your hands, surround your left foot, step it back, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to your chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step both feet to your hands and come into a Buddha squat. Take your triceps and push them into the insides of your knees. And sit up with a tall spine, engaging your glutes. If you would like to take a bind here, you can reach your right hand in front of your right knee and reach your left hand around for the bind. If not, take your right hand, put it in front of your left foot, and reach your left arm up to the ceiling and gaze at your hands. Exhale, release your bind and come back into your Buddha squat. Left side, palm goes back when you reach around to clasp your right hand behind your back to your left hand that's in front of your knee. Or take that left hand, place it in front of the right foot, and then extend your right hand to the ceiling and gaze up at your hand. Exhale, release your bind, come back to Buddha squat. You're going to push down through your feet, engage your core, and squeeze into your glutes. We are going to come up to standing from a Buddha squat. So push down and come up to standing, and then walk your toes in so that they're hip width apart. And then we're going to come into a Utthita series. So bring your left knee up into marchers, flex your foot, right hand goes to your right hip, take your left peace fingers and reach for your big toe. And then inhale, open up. You can straighten that left leg or you can keep a slight bend in it, but pull your shoulders back and stand up with a straight spine. We're going to do 3 breaths in each Utthita posture. Well, we'll do 1 in the C. We'll do our knee to our nose. So inhale, open up to the side. Try to gaze over your right shoulder. Inhaling for 3 breaths. On your next exhale, bring it back center. Straighten your leg. Reach for your foot or your shins. Straighten your leg and exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Then release your leg and hold it up. Flexing your foot, extending that leg, pulling the belly in, shoulders back and down. 3 breaths here in Utthita letter D. Exhale, bring that left foot back for pyramid legs. Inhale your arms up to the ceiling and exhale, fold over that right leg. Knee to nose. Left foot is at a 45. Inhale halfway up, exhale, plant your hands. Step back, raise your right foot to the ceiling, bend your knee, and flip your dog. Inhale, open up. Right hand goes towards the front of the room. Gaze at your palm. Exhale, bring your knee to your elbow, and then bring your knee with your elbow when you plant your hands into a high plank with one leg. Plant your right leg. And then inhale up. Left leg is straight, 45 degree. Come up into warrior 1. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, gaze up at the ceiling. Open your chest. Exhale, fold in. Right shoulder goes on the inside of that right knee. Hands come forward. Gazes to the back of the room. Inhale, halfway up. Plant your left hand. Extend your left leg back. Inhale your right arm up. Dragonfly twist. Exhale, look down. Inhale, step that left leg back, foot parallel to the mat. Reverse warrior, right hand up and over. Nice bend in that right knee. Knee is over your ankle. Exhale, plant your right hand in front of your right foot and extend your left hand or swim it forward to the front of the room and gaze at your hand. Open your chest, side angle. Exhale, look down. Plant your left hand out in front of you. Square your hips, lift your left leg, and inhale your right arm up, coming into revolved half moon. Squeeze your left glute and flex your left foot. Exhale, step it back. Right hand reaches for the left leg, left arm goes up towards the ceiling. Reverse, revolve. Gaze over that right shoulder. Exhale, come forward, right leg. Hold your weight, reach your right hand forward, tilt your hips open, reach your left hand down your left leg and flex your foot. Opening your hips and then eventually reaching your right hand down and raising your left hand to the ceiling, opening up into a half moon. Nice slow transition there. Gaze up at your hand. Exhale, look down, plant your hands, step it back. High plank. Chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, come up and take a side plank. Weight on your left hand. Reach your right hand towards the ceiling or the front of the room. Exhale, dip your hip down. Inhale, come up to side plank. Exhale, dip your hip down. Inhale, hip to the ceiling, side plank. Exhale, plant your hand, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in your down dog. Gaze between your legs towards the back of the room, then inhale, look forward. Come back into that Buddha squat at the front of your mat. Bring your hands to prayer, and then inhale, come right up to standing, walking your toes in for your Theta, A, B, C, and D on the other side. So bring your right knee up to a 90, left hand to hips, right peace fingers to big toe, and inhale, extend your right leg forward, pulling your shoulders back. 3 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, open your leg up to the side. Letter B, look over your left shoulder. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back forward. Pull your belly in, reach for your shins or your feet. Exhale, knee to nose, nice and slow. Inhale, release your leg. Try not to fall over like I just did. And then extend that right leg out, flexing that foot, shoulders back, tall, straight spine. Letter D. I'm going to float that right leg back, stepping into a straight-legged pyramid pose. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold, knees to nose. Right foot is at a 45. Left foot is straight ahead. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands and lift your left leg to the ceiling. Bend your knee and flip your dog. Inhale, left arm goes towards the front of the room. Gaze at your hand. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, and then bring it forward with you when you plant your hand. Then plant your foot. Inhale up, warrior 1 legs. Gazing up at the ceiling, warrior 1 arms. Pushing into the outside of that right foot. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, open your chest, gaze up. Exhale, humble warrior, left shoulder on the inside of your left knee. Gaze towards the back of the room. Inhale, plant your right hand. Left hand reaches for the ceiling. Extend that right leg back. Dragonfly twist. Look at your hand. Exhale, step that right foot back behind that left foot. Straighten that right leg and inhale, left arm up and over, reverse warrior. You can wrap your right hand behind your torso if you'd like. Sinking into that left knee. Exhale, left hand in front of left foot. Inhale, right arm towards the front of the room. Nice straight lines here. Try to open your chest towards that right wall. Gaze at your hand. And then reach forward and plant your right hand. Bring that right leg up. And then lift your left hand for revolved half moon. Gaze up at your left hand. Flex your left foot and straighten your left leg. Exhale, look down. Exhale, step your right leg back. And reach your left hand for your right leg, and right arm goes up and over. Reverse revolve. Gaze over that left shoulder. Exhale, bring your weight into your left leg. Right leg goes back, right arm goes back, down your right leg, and left arm reaches towards the front of the room, opening those hips. And then exhale, plant that left hand towards the floor and raise your right arm coming into half moon. Flex the right foot. Gaze up at your right hand. Exhale, plant your hands and step it back. High plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. And then weight goes into your right arm. Left arm raises. Side plank on the other side. Exhale, dip your hip to the floor. Inhale, bring it back up to the ceiling. Exhale, dip it back down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, back to high plank. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a breath in your down dog. And then inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Separate your feet, bring your toes together, a little separation in your heels. Bring your knees together and sit back into your chair, inhaling your arms up to the ceiling. So we're at the back of our mat and we're sitting in chair for a couple breaths here. Breathing, belly button to spine, sinking that tail down towards the floor, gazing up at your hands. Chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer and hook your left elbow outside your right knee. Gaze down at the mat, lift your left foot and extend it back. A little balance here. Pull your belly in, flex your left foot, and hold. Take a breath. And then exhale, bring that foot back down and look back over that right shoulder. And then exhale, release it, and inhale, come back to sitting in your chair. Hold chair pose. Sink it down. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Bring your hands to prayer. Right elbow hooks outside of left knee. Gaze over that left shoulder, then look down, and then come up on that right toe and extend your right leg back. Keeping a bend in that left knee and extending that leg back. Floating. Flex your foot. Gazing at the floor. Then exhale, bring that right foot back. Keep that arm hooked and then gaze back over that left shoulder. Release your bind and inhale, come all the way up to straight legs. Exhale, go post your arms. Take a nice little back bend here, opening your chest, opening your throat. Inhale, back up center. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway out. Exhale, walk it on out to down dog. We're going to go back into that flow again. So inhale and then exhale, come back to Buddha squat. Prayer hands. We're going to move a little faster this time. Before we get going, take a breath in Buddha squat. Engage your core. And you're going to press into your feet. And you're going to come up to standing. Walk your feet in. Raise your left knee up. Peace fingers to toe, right hand to your hip, and inhale, Utita letter A, one breath. Exhale, move it over to the side, letter B. Gaze over your right shoulder. On your next exhale, bring it forward and take an inhale and exhale knee to nose. Then release your leg and hold your leg up. On your exhale, swing it through, coming into warrior three. So a couple changes here. Left leg back, hands reaching towards the back of the room, palms facing, gazing out in front of you. A nice straight right leg, belly button to spine here. Then step it back, inhale your arms up, and exhale, pyramid pose. Left foot is at a 45. Inhale, halfway up, plant your hands, raise your right leg to the ceiling, bend your knee, and flip your dog. Inhale, open up into your flip dog. Right arm goes towards the front of the room, gaze at your hand. Exhale, elbow to knee. Keep that knee to your elbow and flip over. Hold your knee to your elbow in a three-legged plank. Exhale, plant your foot, drop your left foot, warrior one legs, inhale up, warrior one arms, gaze up. Exhale, reach behind you. Inhale, gaze up, open up. Exhale, fold on in, humble warrior, gaze to the back of the room. Inhale, plant your left hand, right arm to the ceiling, extend your left leg back, dragonfly twist. Exhale, reverse warrior. Right arm up and over, left leg is straight. Exhale, plant your right hand in front of your right foot or take a bind here. We're going to take a couple breaths. So either hold side angle or side angle with a bind. Exhale, plant your hand, your right hand in front of your foot and come into that extended side angle. Then plant your left hand out in front of you, raise your left leg, inhale your right arm into revolved half moon. And then exhale, step that left foot back, right hand reaches for your left leg, left arm up and over, gaze over your right shoulder, reverse revolve. Inhale, bring all of your weight into your right leg, reach your right arm forward, left arm reaches back towards the floating back leg, extending out, opening up your hips, and then dropping your right hand, inhaling your left hand towards the ceiling, half moon, gaze up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, bring that left leg forward and come into tree pose. Inhaling your arms up, and let's take a breath or two in tree pose here as a little halfway rest before we do some one-legged balances here. Inhale, come back into marchers, flex your left foot. Hold marchers. And then reach your left hand back for the instep of the left foot. Bring your knees together. Right hand reaches forward and tilt and kick into your left hand with your foot. Gaze out in front of you. Right hand reaches towards the front of the room. Dancer pose. Exhale, release your foot and slowly bring it forward. Reach for the outside of your foot with your right hand. And inhale your left arm back to the back of the room into dancing Shiva. Turn your gaze back towards your left hand if you can. Leg doesn't have to be straight. Exhale, release your foot. Step your left foot back, plant your hands, come into your high plank. Pushing up through the tops of your back, pulling that belly button to spine. Breathing here in plank, inhaling and exhaling. On your next exhale, chaturanga, inhale up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in down dog. Tailbone to the ceiling, pushing those heels down. Taking a little bit of a rest. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, hop or step your feet to your hands and come back into your Buddha squat. Triceps pushing into the insides of those knees. Spine straight, push into your feet. Come on up. Walk your feet in. Inhale, bring that right knee up. Left hand to your hip. Right peace fingers to big toe. Inhale, open. UT to letter A. Exhale, open up to letter B. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, bring that right leg back center. Reach for your calves or your feet. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Release your leg and then hold that right leg up with your foot flexed. Taking a breath. And then on your exhale, bring that right foot behind you. Extend your hands towards the back of the room, palms facing into Warrior 3. Gaze out in front of you. Flex that foot, engage that right glute. Take another breath. On your exhale, drop that right leg. Inhale your arms up and exhale, fold over your left leg, pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands. Inhale your left leg to the ceiling, bend your knee, and flip your dog. Inhale that left arm forward, gazing at your hand. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Keep it there, and then plant your left hand into your plank with your knee to your left elbow and hold. Pull that leg up, then plant that foot, drop your right foot, and inhale up, Warrior 1. Exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, open your chest, open your throat. Exhale, fold on in, left shoulder on the inside of that left knee. Gaze towards the back of the room. Exhale, right hand plants, left arm goes to the ceiling on the inhale. Gaze up at your hand, dragonfly twist. Inhale, come on up. Reverse warrior. Left arm up and over. Exhale, either take your bind or come into your side angle. Plant your left hand in front of your left foot. Reach your right arm forward. Or take a bind, gazing over your shoulder, engaging your glutes, swinging that hip back towards center instead of letting it flow over to the left side. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your left hand and inhale that right arm over towards the front of the room. Gaze at your hand. Reach it forward, plant it, square your hips, lift that right leg. Inhale your left arm up. Revolved half moon. Exhale, step your right leg back. Reach your left hand for your right leg. Right arm up and over. Big bend in that left knee. Gaze over that left shoulder, reverse revolve. Exhale, weight goes into that left leg, right leg goes up, right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward, open your hips, and then slowly bring that right arm up towards the ceiling and that left hand down towards the floor, half moon. Exhale, look down. And then inhale, come on up into your tree. So right foot on the inside of that left leg, raising your hands towards the ceiling. And take a couple breaths here in tree pose. Big inhale through your nose. And a big exhale through your nose. And then release your tree pose and come into marchers. And then reach your right hand down for the instep of the right foot. And then extend that left hand forward towards the front of the room, kicking into that right hand and coming into dancer. Exhale, release your foot, bring it forward. Take your left hand, reach for the outside of that right foot. My balance was a little wonky today, so not my best day for form. Right arm goes back, turn your gaze towards your right hand. Dancing Shiva. I'll eventually get there to see all my mistakes today. Exhale, release. Plant your hands, step it back, high plank. I think I just gave up there, huh? Hold high plank. We're going to take 10 breaths in high plank. So inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Inhaling and exhaling. Then just on your next exhale, just push it back into down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, take your left foot, put it behind your right foot and fold on in. Inhale, halfway up. Take your left foot, put it back where it belongs. And then take your right foot and put it on the other side of your left foot and fold back on in. Inhale, halfway up. Come back to a natural fold here. Both feet next to each other. And then inhale, walk on out, coming back to your down dog. And then coming out to plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right foot to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Pull it in and hold it. Flex the foot. Pull that knee up into your belly. Plant your right foot. Drop your left foot parallel to the back of the mat. So warrior two legs, and then open up into warrior two arms. Gazing off those fingers, gazing off the middle finger of your right hand. Sink into that right leg. Right knee is over your right ankle. Left leg is straight. Belly button to spine and sink into that right leg. Big inhale. Big exhale. We're going to hold these a little longer here. So we're going to do a couple different poses. We're going to inhale, bring our hands behind our ears. We're going to squeeze in again. So right elbow to right knee. We're just going to hold and breathe. So take your left elbow and point it towards the ceiling and look up at your elbow and engage your core. Tough hold here. Just breathing, not too long, but holding. Don't rest your elbow on your knee. Keep it floating. Inhale, come back up. Straighten both legs, turn your toes in. Inhale, both arms up, gaze up. And exhale, forward fold. Toes are in, heels are out. Fingers are forward, and walk yourself between your legs. Inhale, halfway up. And then I'm going to give you the option of a headstand here. If not, just stay in your forward fold. If you're taking a headstand, I do not ever recommend tripod headstand, only because I'm almost 57 years old and I probably wouldn't sleep for the next year and a half because it would mess up my neck. So I place my head in my hands, and I push into my forearms, and I take all the weight off of my neck and my head when I come into a headstand. At least that's what I shoot for. So anything you want to do in headstand, but I'm coming back out and landing in my forward folds, and then I'm going to inhale halfway up, and then I'm going to walk out so that my shoulders are over my wrists, and I'm going to inhale, pull my belly in and come up as high as I can on my toes. So this is pushing into our shoulders, and we're using our upper body strength to hold this pose here. We're not going to hold this for a long time. Just take a couple breaths here. And we're going to exhale. We're going to walk back, surround our right foot with our hands, drop our left knee, and exhale, sit back into half splits. Flex your right foot, and then reach your left hand to the outside of the right foot, like you would in dancing Shiva. Inhale, come forward, plant your hands, step your foot back, take your chaturanga, inhale up dog, and exhale down dog. Take a breath in down dog, and then inhale your left leg to the ceiling, and then exhale, bring your left knee to your nose, pull it in and hold. Shoulders are over wrists, protracting through your shoulder blades, belly button to spine here. And then plant your left foot in the center, straighten the right leg. Right foot is parallel to the back of the mat, warrior two legs. Inhale your arms up, exhale, warrior two arms. Gaze off your left middle finger. Squeeze your back muscles together here. And just take a couple breaths. And a nice strong warrior two, sinking down into that left leg. Don't let your left knee come forward over your toes. Ankles and knees should be in alignment. Right leg is straight, pushing into the outside of that right foot. Inhale, bring your hands behind your ears, and exhale, left elbow to your left knee, but don't touch, just float. Right elbow to the ceiling, squeezing those abdominals to keep you in that floating position. Open your chest up. And breathe. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up. Raise your arms to the ceiling, turn your toes in, straighten both legs, and exhale, fold. Fingers are forward, walk your hands back and pull yourself through your legs. Both legs are straight, toes are in, ankles are out. Belly button is pulled in. Inhale, halfway up. We're going to take another headstand here if you would like. Try to push your legs up by engaging everything and lifting from the mat. I think I do eagle leg here. So I'm in a wide-legged hold right now. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a wrap. Again, yogi's choice here. Anything you want to do in your headstand, just be careful with your neck. Push down into those forearms. And do not put any weight on that head. Getting ready to lower back down again. Engage your core. Come down nice and controlled. And then inhale halfway up. And then walk your hands out so that your shoulders are over your wrists. And then inhale, come up as high as you can to your toes. Actually, you should only kind of be on your big toe if you can. You're gazing down at the floor and you're pulling that belly button in tight and squeezing your legs. Just a breath or two here. Inhaling and exhaling. Come back down onto your feet. Walk your hands back. And then walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Surround your left foot. Drop your right knee. And exhale, sit back into your half splits, reaching your right hand for the outside of your left foot. And sitting back into your stretch. On your next inhale, come forward. Plant your hands, step it back into your down dog. Inhale that right leg to the ceiling. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Kick your foot over behind your left hand and set up for your pigeon pose. So slink your left or your right hip down to the floor. Left leg is back. You're on the top of your left foot. And then you can come down to your forearms. You can come down to your third eye. And exhale, come into your pigeon. And just rest. Come back to your breath. Just a couple stretches here as we finish up now. All the hard work is over. Breathing into our pigeon pose. Breathing into that hip opener. Couple more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, push yourself up. And then open up to a wide-legged fold on your mat. So just come center and then extend that right leg out to the front of your mat. Flex your feet. Inhale your arms up. And then exhale, come forward into a forward fold, a wide-legged forward fold. Reaching your hands forward. Bringing your forehead towards the floor. Another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come on up. And we're going to move towards the back of our mat and set up for pigeon pose on the left. So bend your left knee. Keep the shin part of your leg parallel to the front of the mat. Extend that right leg back, coming into the top of your foot. And then sink that left glute area, hip area into the floor and come on down into your pigeon. You can either rest into your forearms or you can come down bringing your third eye to the mat. And breathe. Couple more breaths here. Big inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, come on up. So tuck that right toe under and then come back and come into table. We're going to come back in to thread the needle. So inhale your right arm up and then thread it under your left armpit. And then reach that left arm towards the right corner of your mat. Or just plant it in front of your face or reach it around your torso. Yogi's choice. This will be a different thread the needle than the one you took at the beginning of the practice today. Allow your body to feel it and rest. And then inhale, back up. And exhale, plant your right hand. And then inhale your left arm up. And exhale, thread the needle under your right armpit. Reach your right arm towards the left corner of your mat, or put it in front of your face, or reach it around your torso. Resting into that shoulder. On your next exhale, plant your right hand. Inhale your left arm back up to the ceiling, and exhale, plant it down into table. Make your way to seated. We're going to do one last stretch here before we close our practice in Paschimottanasana. So engaged legs, flexed feet. Inhale your arms up to the ceiling. Pull your belly button to spine, and exhale, fold over, reaching your peace fingers for your big toes, and fold it on in. Breathing into the back of your legs. Inhale halfway up. And then exhale, curl your spine on in and lower yourself back onto your mat. Coming into your Shavasana. Feet to the corners of your mat, hands by your side, palms up, shoulders slightly tucked, chin slightly tucked. Shavasana.